exploradores de Explorando con los Sánchez. Este día vamos llegando ahora rumbo al Zoológico de San Diego. Ayer estuvimos en el safari y este es el zoológico. Vamos a mostrarles, como les decíamos en ese video, compramos el pase para el año y ya viene incluido visitar los dos zoológicos. Aquel era el safari y este es el zoológico de San Diego, el San Diego Zoo. Nos miramos allá en la entrada. Sigan con nosotros. Si no se ha suscrito a nuestro canal, suscríbase y apóyennos dándonos un like, y se los vamos a agradecer. Amigos, aquí vamos ya llegando a donde es la entrada del famosísimo San Diego Zoo. Es uno de los mejores zoológicos aquí en Estados Unidos, especialmente aquí en el sur de California, porque está bastante grande y tienen muchísimos animales. Ya les vamos a estar mostrando. Ya habíamos venido durante la pandemia, pero había como el bus que vamos a agarrar, el camión que nos va a llevar a dar toda la vuelta, pues no estaba operando por la pandemia. Pero en este día sí está operando. Pues miren, chicos, este es el tour, el bus, es aquel que miran allá. Ese nos va a llevar a todo, a recorrer todo aquí el zoológico. Ese aquí en este lugar anda pagando el boleto también. Es un bonito recorrido que lo lleva uno a ver todo alrededor de aquí de este bellísimo zoológico. Vengan a este, como les decía, ya está incluido con su entrada, es gratis, no tiene que pagar nada adicional y puede escoger si se sienta arriba o si va abajo. A nosotros nos gusta ir arriba para mirar desde arriba todo, más bien. Pero usted puede escoger la parte de abajo, como puede mirar ahí, o sentarse acá arriba. Allá en la entrada es donde usted decide.
Hola amigos, bienvenidos nuevamente. Como saben, ya nos subimos aquí al bus que nos va a dar la vuelta aquí a todo el zoológico de San Diego. Síganos para que vean esta exploración con los Sánchez.
We'll start to see the colorful American flamingos over on the right side. And as you see them and as we pass through the front plaza, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what we do here at the zoo. So our ultimate goal is to create a world where all life thrives. We have a team of experts in wildlife care and conservation, and we unite that expertise that we have with other organizations and communities in order to solve conservation challenges that are happening all around the world. So that means we don't just operate here in San Diego, we also have 8 different hubs of action around the world where we focus our global efforts. And we are going to be meeting some animals as smoothly as possible, but if you do stand up, just make sure you hold onto those metal railings so that no one goes flying off the bus. But like I mentioned, this area we are in right now is called the Lost Forest. pretty high up there. I'm not sure if you guys in the back can see, but we'll pull forward in 1 second. Might even see a second tiger back there. It looks like that first tiger, he's walking across the very back section of the habitat. If you can see him back there, that's awesome. And that is one of 3 tigers who live here. All 3 of them are brothers, and their mother was rescued from her native habitat, which includes that tiger we just saw, as well as the second one who seems to have just appeared out of nowhere. Now we got to look at 2 of those 3 tigers who share their habitat with the otters who live in the water down below them. So they can kind of practice those fishing skills that water-loving birds live. And those flamingos back at the front of the zoo, those were American flamingos, the most colorful of the 6 flamingo species. But these ones on our left side, they are a different species, a little bit paler in color. All flamingos are actually born with gray feathers. They only get that color in their feathers a couple years on it. That is Kangaroo Bus Stop number 2. So the Kangaroo buses are a hop-on, hop-off bus system we have here. You can, when it comes to the ecosystems that these animals live in out in the wild, they are of course very closely interconnected with plants. So if we care about protecting all the animals that we're seeing today, we also have to work hard to protect those plants that they rely on in the wild for things like food and shelter. And so we do that to protect those plants by allowing them to live here in safety at the zoo in case they ever need to be reintroduced back into the wild. But if you look over to the right side, you can start a very large habitat to be able to run around all over the place just like they would do in their native habitat. And as you might be able to see, this is where the polar bears live. And we're going to stop for 1 second here at Polar Bear Plunge. Look at least one of those polar bears. Looks like he is lying down right on top of the rocks over there. How cute. We are very lucky to see them, because as you can see they have a very large habitat. So we're lucky that he is this close to the bus right now. They're related. They were actually thought to be completely extinct for quite a long time by Western scientists until they were rediscovered over in Paraguay. So it's great that we found them again, and they are not extinct, but they are still critically endangered. So there's still a lot of work that we have to do with them, both here and out in the wild, to ensure that they are around for years to come. But we finally made it to the top of the hill. We are passing underneath the sky ferry. It's a great way to get back to the front of the zoo in only about 5 minutes of air time. Sky ferry from the front back to this area. If you wanted to come back and look for the polar bears some more, or the elephants and lions, which are coming up ahead of us. I also, quite a bit you can find them. They're also very cute. But just by looking at these guys, can anybody guess what their closest relative is? Squirrel, that's a good guess. Beaver, another good guess. A little bit farther back on top of that other perch. Very cute. That's a great example of what lions are good at, which is sleeping. They can spend up to 20 hours a day sleeping, and they're called crepuscular, which is a word that means they're most active at the beginning of the day and the end of the day. But around midday, like, it is of course important for her to be able to blend in because jaguars are ambush predators, so they need to be able to hide and surprise their prey. And it looks like we will start off getting a fantastic view of these 2 elephants right here. Looks like they might be having a good time together right now. How cute. These are 2 African elephants. We also do have Asian elephants who live here as well. As you see them hanging out and socializing, doing what elephants do, you can check out their ears. That is the main way to tell them apart, to tell the 2 species apart. So these 2 African elephants, they have relatively large ears.
Hello, bird.
They also share their habitat with a smaller bird, a magpie named Rico. So if you do see a smaller black and white bird in there, that's Rico. You can say hi to him as well. Elephant is doing right now. Those enrichment items, they are filled up with food, so that the elephants have to use their trunk to reach up and grab the food and figure out how to get it out and into their mouth. So that makes them use their muscles and their mind. Front of the habitat, she's still over towards the left side. You might be able to see she has a pattern in her fur on her face. It looks like she's wearing glasses. So the Andean bear is also known as the spectacled bear. You can also get a good idea here of how we try to design the habitats for the animals. We always want to give them whatever they would want and need in the wild. And so Andean bears, they don't just them that live here, and the 2 of them are brothers. They came from near Yellowstone National Park. So back when they were babies, their mother was teaching them some bad habits, like getting into trash cans for food, into dumpsters, kind of break into climbing structures. That's at least where one of them is. But the two of them that live here, they were recently introduced to each other as part of our SSP, or a Species Survival Plan. That is where we work with other zoos and organizations so they can continue to provide a habitat for all those unique animals that live over in the rainforest. We just made a right turn. We're headed back into Africa Rocks. And they are unfortunately endangered. Part of the reason for that is because of overfishing by humans. So next time you're buying seafood, definitely make sure. Very impressive. And right after that, we're going to start passing by Madagascar, which is an island, like a lot of us, with our global partners to protect threatened wildlife out in the world. All of those things that we do are only possible because we have people like you supporting us. And we are a non-profit organization, so the cost of your admission today and any food or drink will be hanging around on the upper deck. As you guys leave,
yo les recomiendo cuando vengan a este lugar, lo primero que hagan es súbanse a este camión. Les recomiendo que agarren asientos del lado derecho, porque es donde se miran más los animales. Y es bueno que lo agarren primero, así para que se den una idea de todo lo que hay aquí en este zoológico. Lo segundo que les recomiendo es las canastillas voladoras. Dura como 30 minutos este recorrido y así pues se dan una idea, ¿verdad?, de todo lo que hay aquí para que después pues vayan caminando. Ahorita nos vamos a dirigir hacia las canastillas. Ya estamos a punto de subirnos a las canastitas aéreas. Este también ya va incluido con su boleto, así que no hay que pagar nada.
¡Tengo miedo!
Pues aquí vamos ya, chicos, en esta fascinante aventura.
Que nos veamos. Oli, que nos veamos.
Vamos a volar.
Hola.
Vamos a ver una vista espectacular.
Qué bonito.
Se puede ver parte del zoológico. Allá está el estacionamiento. Balboa Park, de aquel lado. Viene bajando un avión porque aquí cerca está el aeropuerto de San Diego. Aquí aterrizan los aviones.
¿Sí, el avión? ¿De la cúpula?
Y allí va aterrizando.
Parece que el de SeaWorld está más alto que este, ¿verdad?
Sí, allá en SeaWorld, en el parque acuático, pues ya lo han mirado en nuestros videos. Hay uno igual a este, pero aquel va por el mar.
Por el mar.
En medio del mar. Se oyen los pájaros. Pega un aire bien rico aquí arriba. Y ahora sí vamos bien alto. Esta es la parte más alta. Miren hacia allá abajo el puente. Por allá vamos a ir. Pues, ¿verdad? Después de haberse subido al camión, pues les recomiendo este. Y así se ubican, para que más o menos vean una vista aérea de todo esta área, para cuando vayan caminando pues sepan para dónde dirigirse. Al llegar allá nos vamos a bajar. Si se quieren regresar pues tienen que hacer fila otra vez para ir de regreso. pero nosotros tal vez vamos a comenzar a explorar desde aquí abajo y hacia arriba, hacia la entrada.
Qué bonito se ve. Mira cuántos árboles, qué verdes. Híjole, llevamos de bajada.
Estamos llegando al fin de este recorrido. Y ya llegamos. Esta es la parte más baja de arriba atrás del zoológico.
No, Daddy, it's a capybara. Titi, how do I pronounce that? Get him.
Three.
Just take a nap.
Almost sounds fake, huh?
I thought that was someone talking to you, and I was like, they just got a mic'd up or something.
Vamos a acabar el plato.
Snack time. Look at her being
It looks like a Pokemon.
He was happy to see you.
Doesn't it?
He scared the life out of you? Look at that guy.
Very tricky.
Secretary bird.
Like a Pokemon, Mom. It's a Pokemon, huh?
Yeah,
If you told me
yeah.
that was a Pokemon, I'd believe you.
Dad, they're looking at the bird. Closest one is.
That's what I was.
Aquí es como un tipo teatro, le llaman, para los niños. Aquí puede uno relajarse un poco, descansar y mirar los animales ahí en la pantalla. Un mini cine, pudiéramos decir. camello. Aquí está junto a los elefantes. Este es como un leopardo. Oh, hay aquí ya son llamas. O lamas, ¿cómo se llaman? Llamas. Llamas. Y este es camello.
They're some of my favorites. Each of them has a different personality. Hola. Yeah. They're not mamas. That's a llama. He's coming. He's getting ready.
Le dicen la dálmata, mira,
Guanaco.
por manchada.
Hay una guanaco, hay de 3 especies parece. La llama, la blanca.
Muy grandes, ¿verdad? Las alas. Ella está bien.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah, look at those 2 hands.
Let's find your brother.
Look at these 2 tassels here. You come over this side. They're together, cuddling. You can go front. Did you get it?
Oh my gosh! I need to take a picture of this. It's like life. What are they doing? They're snuggling.
Yeah, she does. Right over here. Here, right here. There you go.
It's the door movie.
These are the killer, right? Those are the killers?
These ones are the ones. Like these are the ones. These are the tiny ones. The ones that kill the cobra.
Un águila con pico rojo.
Hey, that's enough time looking at monkey. And that's enough time looking at monkey.
here? That's what you came for?
It is.
Honestly, yeah.
I'm going with the big red. Good look at all the little people. You're just scared sticking it out. Look at that little one. There everybody gets the one. That's a little man. Wow.
Mira, está comiendo. Look, it's eating over here.
Jeez Louise.
Show off. They're all a little happy right now. Seriously.
Oh yeah. He found his prey over there before. On the tail, huh? Nope. Cleaning on his butt.
Stretching his back out.
Seriously, cleaning on his butt.
I can see that one.
That's the one I'm trying to get a
I
better.
see the tail.
The other one was looking at his butt. Hey, wait a second. You guys doing some butt scratching over here?
Ooh, get you. Ooh, get you.
Madagascar.
See, he knows. From Madagascar.
Move it, move it. Move it. It was all up here on the top part of the hill.
They trying to come and get this way up. This might be a personal class, man. I was in my dream room.
You're doing yoga.
Exactly.
Los Madagascar meditando.
See him?
Madagascar.
I never picture that book.
It's a fosa. That's a secret.
Toda esta ruta que vinimos bajando es nueva. En el otro video no estaba todavía este lugar. Lo acaban de abrir recientemente, está muy bonito, como pudieron ver. Ahora tienen hasta pingüinos, parece. Oh sí, mira, pingüinos. Aquí están los pingüinos. Como les decía, ¿verdad? Toda esta área es nueva, que apenas la acaban de abrir. Miren qué bonitas las pingüinas. Y ya se ven las canastillas que nos van a llevar hasta la entrada. Hasta un tiburoncito.
¿Tiburones adentro, no?
Sí, hay tiburoncitos junto con los pingüinos.
Aprovechan el espacio.
Nos gustó mucho, ¿verdad? Esta nueva área. Como vieron también la cascada esa que miraron, todo eso es nuevo también. Apenas lo acaban de abrir. Muy bonito. Este es el pingüino africano. Aquí continúa esta área nueva. Miren qué bonitos pescados. Toda esta área es nueva.
Yeah, he goes, we'll find you something better. He goes, well, actually, those are really good shoes for you.
Leopard shark, tiburón leopardo y el African penguin, el pingüino africano.
Oh my goodness. There's 2 sharks over there.
Ahí está, mírenlo. El tiburoncito. Todos los peces.
They're destroyers of the coral. I saw another one over there. Wait.
Es como un pequeño acuario.
You see? One right
Está muy bonito.
3. That one's all chewed up. Shark. Shark. Mama. Shark.
Let's go.
Un mini acuario.
Above, we have a sky bar. They can hop on to get a full first.
Amigos viajeros exploradores, ya nos vamos a despedir de este precioso lugar. Desde aquí de las alturas, desde el aire, nos despedimos. Amigos viajeros de Explorando con los Sánchez.